Good afternoon, everybody. Preston Vogl here at Target Trading Academy with today's Micros Market Recap. It is Monday, July 17th at the close of New York. Let's get right into it. So oil is starting to roll over, so we have split participation in the markets here. Very consolidated day. Very consolidated. Even the move up was consolidated, and then it hit this HVA inverse edge and the reversal edge at the same time. Relatively large bar, so if a student went after that, they would have a large entry and target filled. But I don't think any students really went after oil today because it is in rollover. We don't really recommend trading markets that are rolling over. It's just not advisable. As far as gold, and then in terms of where we finished, well, we opened gap down below that close, which was around here, and then we never got to it. So we are finishing net negative on the day. And then as far as gold goes, well, gold, we opened inside of the range below the close that was right here. And then they just decided to never go back towards it for that first few hours. It wasn't until around 10 o'clock where they had buyers say, oh, wait, we had that close we wanted to look at. And they just never quite made it. So we are finishing that negative down on the day too. But we had one opportunity in gold that triggered for students that if they went after it, they had a nice little winner there. If they didn't, they missed out. Overall, today's trading as a Monday felt like a typical Monday. Actually felt a little bit slower than a typical Monday. Mondays are generally really slow, very consolidated. But today was even worse. It was very consolidated in all the markets. But with that said, gold did close net negative. And then our equities are closing net positive. We opened inside the range above the close in the ES. Ever so slightly. It was around here. And so we opened there and just had a move. And we kept hitting this HVA edge for a good, 30 minutes or so. And it took forever to break out, but we finally did. And then what did they do? Consolidate again. Break out, consolidate again. Break out, consolidate again. And it wasn't until like round 3 when they had drawn the line in the sand of resistance to where we finally got some semblance of support that they came down after making new highs, hit it, where all those buyers just unanimously jumped on it. It seems like everyone just went after that, drove it up, made new contract highs, and then they just gassed out and they couldn't sustain that momentum. And then they came back down, and we had another opportunity for that edge once more. But with that said, looks like we're going to be finishing up net positive on the day in our equities. And then the NASDAQ was a very similar story to the ES. If I can just scroll back here. Opening above the close, which was around here, and then had that move up. And unlike the ES, though, we had a little bit more back and forth, a little bit more ebb and flow than just that consolidation at that one HVA edge. But not that it wasn't victim to the consolidation, as you see here and here. It was a little bit more of a larger spread. So a lot of scalpers probably had a little bit more opportunities getting some runs in the NASDAQ, or micro NASDAQ, I should say, rather than the micro ES. And then once more, it finally did what the ES did in the first 30 minutes, and it consolidated at that initial edge. But it also broke out and then had some sustained momentum towards that close that didn't live long afterwards, and it just came back down. But we are finishing that positive in the equities. If you are interested in learning more information about the methodology that we teach in the rooms every day that we're open, or about these HVAs and how you can get them onto your charts the night before, yes, I said that right, the night before the next day's trading activity, feel free to reach out to us. We're Target Trading Academy. You can find us on Facebook or go to our website at targettrading.co. Get in touch with a consultant at either location. They'll gladly show you what we do in our rooms each and every day, and you'll be able to see for yourself why we are the #1 trading education company in the world. Look forward to seeing you there.